Guillochage is the mechanical creation of patterns. The style of pattern is chosen to suit the shape of the piece.
Le genre de décor qu'on veut y faire.
The next step is to create an original for the engine to copy, and choose a rosette for the engine that will serve for all the workpieces. Once these elements have been chosen, we can decorate any surface. It's true to say that all guillochage is done by hand. The engine is one hand, and the cutting tool is the other hand. End of story. The guillocheur must be skilled at guiding the cutting tool with artistry. I've noticed how the guillocheur who's most in control isn't the one who looks at how the piece is turning out, but the one who watches the metal shaving at the tip of the tool, adjusting its size with his thumb. There are no two ways about it. It takes a personality with a passion. Anyone who thinks he can do guillochage like a turner churning out 100 pieces in a big lathe has no chance of succeeding. I like to compare guillochage to painting. The painter has to step back to get a complete vision of his canvas. Then, once he's decided, I want there to be a rose here, he moves in close and all he sees is that rose. The same is true of a good guillocheur. It's important to see the piece as a whole. If I decide this part could be better, then I take the binocular magnifier and I make it better. This is a modern-day addition to a lathe that's 200 years old. The hardest task by hand is setting and guiding the cutting tool, because ultimately all guillochage is done with a cutting tool. If you want to make pyramids, like the ones in Egypt, on a 10-centimeter square dial, you have to work within thousandths of a millimeter in order to be accurate. Now they have technicians and binocular magnifiers. A brand might tell us, your third thread is 3/1000th out. People look at all these tiny, even dots and think no one could engrave that. They forget about the guillocheur. They still look at guillochage skeletons and wonder, how on earth do the Swiss do that? Stopping work would be harder for me than carrying on. I can't imagine a time when I'll no longer be in contact with my profession.